What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Evil West. So we are underneath the broken down little village that we came to in the last episode, and we found a massive vampiric temple underneath the ground. So we're gonna try to go into the temple and see what kind of trouble we can get into. Hopefully a lot. That would be fun. Okay. Chill. You too. Chill. There we go.
We need to leave the shadows. Don't be fooled. Once our veil of secrecy is lifted, we won't stand a chance. We might be more powerful. Listen to the voice of reason. There is a thin line between being a survivor and being a coward.
No, don't fall off. There we go. Okay. There we go. Alright, so, before we enter, there was one thing. Yeah, the Screeching Devil. We didn't read up on these guys. Their peculiar name first appeared in print in 1887. A newspaper article told the tale of a hunting party who encountered a flying monster in the wilds of New Jersey. The writer dubbed it the Screeching Devil. An RI agent picked up the nickname and the moniker stuck. These winged and fast-moving creatures emitted high-pitched, blood-curdling scream that serves as a warning to any nearby sanguineers and alert them to danger. Screeching devils often fly together in flocks, and the sound they make can be deafening to those who would do them harm. So that's the little flying bastards that we're fighting at the moment. Cool. Let's get in here.
Enough. Your line's thirst for all-out war with the humans endangers us all. Peter Navano. Without the sheep.
The wolves go hungry, yes. But the day is coming when the sheep will outwit the wolves. Haven't you been watching, brother? The humans have harnessed the power of steam and lightning, and they grow mighty. If our hubris allows us to grow fat and lazy in the shadows, they will soon have the power to hunt us down like dogs.
And so, you propose war.
War suggests there is a chance we might lose. I propose we strike. With my new asset, we can control the change. Reclaim the Sanguisuja's rightful place at the top of the food chain.
Control the change. Are you mad? Even suggesting such a thing is blasphemy.
Dominic, brother, these are blasphemous times. While my methods may very well be at variance with our tradition, I can tell you one thing. If we don't adapt, we will perish.
Enough. I will not allow you and your bastard breed to lead us into annihilation.
Peter Davala, for the high crime of conspiracy against your own kind, I sentence you and your line
To the true death.
I told you, Father. They wouldn't listen.
The had to try, Felicity Mikata. Our work will be a lot easier if we can help them understand. If we can't...
Then we force them to!
Very angry little girl. Okay. We get thrown down, it seems. Hey, he actually hit something. Oh, that's cheating. What the frick is that thing? Oh, what you gonna do? Okay. So it does have weak spots. Okay. Dude. What now? Nope. Yeah, maybe we should just stay further away from him. Oh, okay, you're bringing back up. Got it. Alright. Come on, big guy. Alright. Actually took down a boss. No hits at all. Gonna be honest.
Could have brought a bigger knife.
Some people
I'm
get
pleased.
a watch when they retire. I got Susan here.
Okay, that's a pretty creepy point of view.
Should have asked him how to get out of here.
Too late. He won't be of any use for a month or two. Wait. What about Chester?
Well, what are you gonna do?
Now that is how you shape an explosion. Damn, we're late.
At least we won't be going back to the manor empty-handed.
No, we got ahead. Alright, the first spark.
Oh, I'll be damned. That's a new way to spend taxpayers' money.
James Harrow. The people's hero. I heard the White House sends him golden toilet paper. As long as he keeps the presidential ass clear of tick trouble. Feed him well. We've got a lot of ground to cover tonight.
You're not staying for the presentation? The whole institute is in town.
I'll pass on the corporate back-patting session. I don't need another retirement lecture. Here, take this to your father before it wakes up and starts cursing us all to high hell.
Great, so I'll just tell him you've traded killing vampires for swilling cheap bourbon?
Tell him whatever you want.
Fine, skip the presentation. But you ain't getting away from a final drink with me afterwards.
Alright, lore. Whoops. Peter de Barno. As a human, Peter de Barno was a philosopher that dabbled in dark arts. The Sanguisuch, wasn't that how he pronounced it? The Sanguisuch saw his talent and offered him power and immortality. He didn't accept out of greed or the promise of a better life, but because this change would aid his ambitious quest for true wisdom. However, once he accepted the blood, Peter found himself part of a loyal family, something he never experienced before. Over time, he saw that the humans were growing stronger with their science and technology, and soon would eclipse the Sanguisuch and relegate them to a footnote in history. He decided to act and started performing experiments. He used modern science to breed new mutations and created an army of foul bloods, easily manipulated by their vampire masters. Each of these monsters are horribly disfigured nightmares created by de Barno's accelerated process of transformation. Vampire Highborn. Highborns are the strongest and most powerful of all Sanguisuch species. They are of pure blood and descendants of the original Sanguisuch. They are extremely intelligent, dangerously cunning, and physically imposing. They can easily ensnare humans using either their strength or of their bodies or the power of their minds. Thanks to the blood bond, they can communicate telepathically and use that ability to control their victims as well as their furry helpers, bats or wolves. Sweet. Alright. Super cool. Alright.
It's gonna be a long day.
And weird design choice to have two audio prompts cue that or triggers that close to each other.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I will. Okay, I guess some might think you would continue that line. No. Alright.
As life goes on, we stand guard at the gates.
America will become a cultural force, creating modern masterpieces that rival those of the greatest composers and playwrights of old Europe. President Grover Cleveland at the cornerstone laying ceremony of the Chesterfield Opera. Right, let's get inside then.
Mr. Rentier,
At ease, boys. My father in his office?
He is.
Okay. So they do hold us in some kind of high regards.
Officially, they called it a cholera epidemic, but truth was they were dealing with a terrible outbreak of amateur necromancy. The entire institute was engaged in the hunt.
Well, that's pretty cool. So it's not just vampires, it's everything supernatural that the Institute takes or deals with.
Veil of secrets.
Unexplained creature sighting in Richmond. Okay.
Long time no see, Mr. Rentier.
RI Rifles. Allow me to convey on the behalf of the President of the United States, Benjamin Harrison, my warmest congratulations on Rentier's Institute's 75th anniversary, opening 50th branch of the Institute, which coincides with the celebration, is a true mark of importance. That is the fine institution. No. It's a true mark of importance that this fine institution has in our great country. I am more than confident that Director Rentier's visionary leadership will continue to protect our citizens from any supernatural forces we can encounter. Yours truly, Secretary of War, Stephen Benson Elkins. P.S. We're going to attend the receptions together with DC's Rentier Institute Outpost Director, Mr. Edward Jones. I hope you don't mind letting him leave his post for this well-deserved celebration. Oh, there's so much stuff to pick up in here.
From my first year of cadet training, I'm the shortest one of the bunch. The very next year, I grew like a weed. Had to buy all new pants.
Oh, pretty cool.
Mr. Rentier, you remember me?
Again, I would love to talk to you about it. What? That's gonna cause a draft if that's outside. Yeah, okay. They could definitely have polished this thing a bit more before throwing it out there.
Director Rentier sure looks edgy. Something's up. I can smell it.
Okay. But no,
Train fare here cost me an arm and a leg. Sure hope it's worth it.
Hello, sir. Director Rentier spared no expense to improve those gauntlets.
no. So at the moment it is the 2nd of January when I'm recording this. And this game was actually gifted to me for Christmas by my younger brother. And apparently we had the same great idea because he gifted me this for the Xbox and I gifted him the same game for the PlayStation 5.
Edgar and my father in the Civil War. Right before the bloody Battle of the Wilderness, Central Virginia. His life changed forever during that fight. Highborn nearly killed him. Badly tore up his leg. Edgar carried him in the dead of night across enemy lines to a field hospital, but surgeon could only do so much. After that, Dad could no longer function in the field.
Okay. So our father has lost the function of one of his legs. That's why he's now the director and not a field agent.
Heavy as hell.
Heavy as hell. I believe that to be true. Silver gauntlet. Okay.
Where the hell you been? Thought you got bitten by some tick.
Some of those fangy fellas were hiding out in Providence. That's why the president ordered the western border secured. Did you hear about those ones that grew tentacles? That's a first.
Alright, I think we picked up everything and listened to everyone's weird one-sentence conversation. So, let's see that.
Gravener's with you?
He sends his regards. He's afraid you'll try and talk him out of retirement again.
I don't believe either of us want that.
You know he did risk his life to get this for you.
That's Harrow's trinket. I'm sure you'll both be rewarded accordingly.
Edgar isn't some civilian looking for a medal. This is all he knows. Your institute saw to that.
My institute? This isn't about Agent Gravener, Jesse. We are on the cusp of great progress, great change. Today's presentation is of critical importance to the family. After which...
Edgar is family.
After which, I expect you to step up to your duties here at the manor.
With all due respect, Director, I am a field agent, not a paper pusher.
You're a rentier!
Why must you always make me spoon-feed these things to you, Jesse? There are bigger things at work here than running around in caves slaying beasts. I do believe someday soon you will see it my way. And if you don't, it's my responsibility to force that change. Now, leave me be. I must prepare for the presentation. And send someone in here to clean up this mess.
Okay.
Mr. Rentier, Agent Feathers is waiting for you in the lobby.
Thanks. Who have you said that? No.
Should have seen that priest armed with holy water, crosses, and whatnot. And that tick, he was scared stiff.
Yeah, would have loved to have seen his face when you walked in with that gauntlet.
Okay. You want to talk? Do I have to be here? Okay.
You're just in time. The presentation should be starting soon.
What do you got for me this time?
Okay. Use bugs to buy weapons, upgrades. Use LTRT to navigate between weapon categories. Buy an upgrade to continue. Oh, okay. Five-second invulnerability or mid-air shot. Cool. Hitting a weak spot now restores a bullet spent on it. Okay, that could be pretty crucial. Okay, so do not disturb. 5-second invulnerability. I think we'll get more use out of the other things. So we're definitely getting the free bullet. It could be quite stylish. Let's try this. Alright, cool. Okay, so... okay, so now we can just buy them whenever we get the cash for it. Cool. Where's that presentation we're looking for? Why do I have these weird pop-ins? Objective update. Speak to William Rentier. That way? Okay, how do I get back there? Through the library, I guess? Oh, yeah, okay.
Gravener by the stables. He ain't coming in.
I heard Gravener's finally retired.
Father in all his directorial glory. The artist who painted the portrait, what was his name? Philemon Cole? He was so curious about those gauntlets. Word came back that he talked about them in a local pub, and Father had to give him a very stern talking to. Scared the living piss out of him. Father was a very private person. I'm surprised he ever consented to even pose for this portrait. You can see by the look in his eyes he wasn't too happy about it.
Right.
See you back, sir.
Present stuff for us.
Gentlemen, if you'll take your seats. And, welcome. Yeah, I'm Assistant Secretary of War, James Harrow. President Cleveland wants you to know how appreciative we are of the vital service the Rentier Institute performs, defending our great country from monsters of all shapes and sizes. He also wanted me to make sure you're not blowing all our money on Mexican Monty, but that's another conversation. Yes, quite. Well, as I say, keep up the good work. God bless you all, and God bless America.
Thank you all for gathering here tonight. It's rare we gather in such numbers, but I believe great progress calls for momentous celebration. Our efforts in the fight against the sanguisuga's spread have too often been baffled by the creature's most insidious weapon, their so-called glamours. These impenetrable illusions have allowed countless fiends to slip through our grasp for too long. That ends now. Agent Rentier, we've upgraded the standard field agent's gauntlet with something our science bots have affectionately named the Zapper. Not exactly an elegant name, but it does the trick. When triggered, the Zapper sends out an electrical impulse that shatters any nearby sanguisuga's glamours forthwith, eliminating what is not and leaving only what is. Once finished, these new gauntlets will be distributed to cells nationwide post-haste, allowing us to sweep our respective territories for glamored nooks and crannies. This is the beginning of a new age, gentlemen. Armed with this gauntlet, there is no way our
trouble incoming. Innovative device created within the RI that disrupted vampiric illusions. One on the left hand and utilizes as support tool in combat thanks to its capabilities to discharge and create an electric arc on demand. Oh, okay, so now we actually have a block as well. Okay. Okay, it doesn't last very long, so it takes some timing. Hold on. Okay, but that is pretty cool. Damn it, come on. Effective. pretty awesome. New perk. Sapper block. Yep, we got that part. Alright, so before we venture into this inferno, I think... Yeah, I think this is a pretty good place to take a break. I don't want these videos to become far too long. So, this was pretty cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and be sure to stay tuned for the next one. Until then, take care. Bye.